everybody, it's Sharon here. Welcome back to my channel for those who are returning, and welcome to any new subscribers that may be visiting for the first time. So today I just wanted to continue with the envelope page that we were working on, and I want to collage the inside. And I have here some scraps left over from collaging the front and from other pieces that I've made, and I'm focusing mostly on this plain strip that I have in some of the papers. So I have those ready, and I also have some of my tea stain papers to complement this kit with, and they are the lighter version of my papers, my tea stain papers. So I just want to tear the white edges. There will be a lot of tearing in this part of the video, I'm sorry. Mostly because the papers that I have, my tea stain papers, are fresh print, so I have to tear the white edges off, which is fiddly sometimes, so bear with me if you could. Okay, I knew I should have torn the white edge off this before I tore it off the page. A little bit fiddly. Okay, so I'm wondering if there's a little strip there that didn't come away. And I'm lining this up roughly with the piece that I have at the front. I'm hoping I can match them together a little bit, just to, where did I have that? About there, I think. I'm not expecting a perfect coverage, but I don't think that's too bad, and I might ink the back as well, just where that window is. And that way, when it peeps through the other side, I'm getting the inked version rather than just plain white paper. So, putting my inker away, and I need it. Couldn't get that open. Okay, so I'm going to ink across here. I'm not sure whether I'll put this down now or whether I'll put other papers down first and pop this over the edge. So just inking this up ready. I need to be careful where I put my inker. I've noticed this black ink tends to spread rather nicely. Is that where I had it? I think it is. I think I had it at a slight angle. And I can tear off the excess after, or cut it off depending on how that works. Okay, so I'm thinking about there. Now, what other scraps do I have to play with? I did have a piece on here. This has a strip across it, which I actually like. It looks like a lighter grey. Looking to see what I have to play with on these papers. have this piece as well, which might be fun down there maybe. And I liked that. I will take that leaf out. I just want plain papers in this part of my page. Okay, so just seeing what I have to play with here. I'm wondering if I can use that. And then so at the moment I'm really just harvesting. I've just figured out where this strip came from. It's the join in the middle of the page. I love that. I'm really just harvesting as much of this plain grey paper as I can off my prints. I'm thinking if I take this from here, so I'm just tearing to the edge of my ruler because I have the number at the bottom. Okay, I'm done with that. Done with that. Again, just harvesting my plain grey paper. I'm not sure if I will use that. I think I'm done with that. Don't know that I can get much off this one. I may use that little piece. And what do I have here? I know I should have taken the strip off the edge. Whoops. Okay, and then I think I'll tear this one by hand. Which effectively I'm tearing all of them by hand, but I meant without the ruler. Okay, just removing the white edge. Now let me see what I have to play with. I do like this little piece here. Okay, I had that one there. And I want to look at the colours that I've used. So green, yellow, and my eggplant colour. Green. Those three are the ones that I've used on the opposite side, so I think I will stick to those for this project. I'm going to remove my white edge. I really wanted to use some of that really beautiful grey from the actual kit itself on here, and I do only have the strips to play with, but I actually really love the colour tone of it, and I think it will tie it in really well. So that's why I've gone to the trouble of harvesting those strips from my papers. And normally they would get thrown in the bin. So I love the fact that I can make them useful. Okay, now let's see how we can put this together. So I'm thinking I'd like to pop the grey from the kit at the front. So my coloured papers will be behind to make the grey pop out, is what I'm thinking. So I might use my ruler for this because I want a straight edge is what I was thinking. Sorry, I got caught up in what I was doing and I forgot to talk. Which, if anybody knows me, is not like me to not speak. So, where does this come to? There. Okay, so I'm going to ink and I'm inking across the top, even though part of it will be underneath my my grey paper there. I'm inking across the top because if it's sitting underneath and it still somehow ends up showing, I don't want a white edge to be showing. So, and I'm going to lock this one in. So I've just got my glue book here. I'm feeling a little congested on my desk because I have things everywhere. It just seems to be my go-to to have. Oh, I need to be careful when I'm gluing not to wiggle the camera. Sorry, guys. My desk has moved across. I don't know if I mentioned in a previous video or not. My desk has moved across slightly, and since I have done that, I've noticed that there's been some movement in the desk when I'm gluing, which didn't tend to be a problem before. So I've talked to hubby about it. We're working on a possible solution. So I ask you to bear with me until I can get that sorted. I don't know why it looks like it's gathering there. I think it's the envelope itself. And I may cut that shorter, I'm thinking. So about there. I don't really know what I need inked at this stage, so I'm going to ink to be on the safe side. I wasn't planning on gluing straight away, but then I started gluing, so I'm just like, well, I'm just going to ink. I didn't need to ink the top of that, let's be fair. I'm probably going to continue gluing as I go, I'm thinking. You'll have to excuse me. I'm a little bit in my head at the moment because I've had some things going on and I'm feeling like I'm a little distracted, and I don't mean to be, so just want to check. Yep. Just wanted to check and make sure I didn't have any pieces showing that I might need to add some ink to before I lock that in. Okay, now where I've missed pieces or lost pieces already. I'm wondering if I want that across there. Or do I like it there? I feel like it's the widest piece I have, so I want it to be seen. I want it to make a statement. I'm thinking across there. So what do I have for down here? That one. Is that the piece I just had there? I felt like it was, I think I must have had it upside down. Just like, that's not what I want it to look like. Okay, let's try this. I don't really know where I need ink, so I'm just doing this. Oh, taking it slower so I don't rock the boat. come up way too high. Look at that. I did not think when I put that down at all. Thank goodness it's not a quick drying glue. Let's try that again, shall we? Perhaps should have torn that edge before I glued. Goodness me. I'm really just checking my edge down here to make sure I haven't got too much showing, and I feel like I can ink that tiny little bit to cover it. So locking that in, whoops, and going to see if I can tear this piece off, because I forgot to do that before I put the glue on. And I may need to cut that little piece with the scissors once it's dry. So, just like, do I want to add this somewhere? Why not, she says, why not? Okay, so I'm going to ink around this piece. Okay, I think it needs that balance for me of having this piece over here. Keep burying my bone folder. Okay, I love that. I feel like I want maybe up there. Sorry if that was in your way. Okay, I really love it. So I need to remind it where it needs to fold. A little bit of glue over here. And there we have our altered envelope book page. So, bring my journal in. And this was where I had it sitting. I'm not sure I'll leave it here, but partly because I'm not sure if that tea stain paper works with the colour, although it's kind of picking up that. Oh, I really, really love it. So excited. Okay, so that's how it will look in the journal. I'm not sure whether I will add an image maybe on the page behind so it shows through that window, but I'm really excited with how that looks in there. I think it's really, really fun. And then if I open it up, this can be used for journaling, and we have the opposite side. That's so fun. It kind of reminds me of torn wallpaper for some reason. I'm not quite sure why. And then the back. So thank you so much for helping me make this altered envelope book page. I really love how it's turned out, and I love what it brings to the journal. I look forward to seeing you all soon, everybody. Stay safe, stay inspired, and I'll see you soon. Bye for now.